Brisbane.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Adventure.
God damn
Another
it.
jam for her lead.
Sorry. There we go.
Just some small technical difficulties in the box here. Meat Biscuits, are you still with us?
Yeah. Now, hopefully, we might be able to hear a live feed now. With a bit of Meat Biscuit stuffing around with things so we can actually hear stuff now.
Welcome back.
Now, welcome back. Now, what we got here, we're actually down to the last 10 minutes of the feed. Currently, Cairns Derby Dolls on 37, North Brisbane in orange, and North Brisbane in teal on 123 points.
Dirty Birdie calling a team timeout for the Cairns Derby Dolls in orange. She rallies her team in a very serious conversation here.
No, there is out in the centre. Who have we got out there? We got Craig, we got Sarge, we got an awesome gentleman with a matching helmet called No Mates.
I can see Marty Score Crazy in there somewhere on the far left of the zebra herd. Nigel No Mates is also in there.
That's a good name.
Both Marty Score Crazy and Nigel No Mates also representing Far North Queensland, coming from Cairns. Far North Queensland, Cairns are representing.
Yeah, here we go. We got 089. I believe for the first time on the Jeremy's Heartless Hussy, who just has to get past a beetle bomb. Here we go. The sound is getting better and better as we go. Now, Heartless Hussy being richly awarded as a lead jammer, now just approaching the back of the pack, and she actually has a power jam situation.
Yeah, Legs a Lock just got sent to the penalty box. I actually missed what that penalty was for.
I think she might have been a cut track just way over the corner. I missed that as well because I can't quite see the third apex up in the commentary box where all the action happens. But, taking a bit of a nosedive now. Heartless Hussy just having to yield back. She was almost through, but just went over the line.
Sinister Rose tries to hold that inside line. Heartless Hussy too got on this occasion.
Yeah.
Looks like Legs a Lot from Derby Dolls is back out of the penalty box as I'm on track.
Yeah, that's good from Cairns Derby Dolls, managing to hold Heartless Hussy almost up for a full 30 seconds, which bringing Yvonne Legs a Lot back out onto the flat track. Yeah, once again, Heartless Hussy, she's all over the show down the front there.
Big hit there by Beetlebomb. Unfortunately, she gets called for a forearm penalty.
Certainly so. The team in teal, North Brisbane Rollers, will be starting again with a power. Oh, no, they're not. That must have just been after the bell. So, both jammers starting.
Cairns Derby Dolls, number 26 in orange, Metalissa on the jammer line.
And number 707, the Blitzkrieg Bomb. Oh, here we go. Looks like they were, instead of the 5-minute whistle, we got a team timeout. Oh, sorry, an official timeout at the moment.
It is an official timeout. It almost looks like a score review, however.
Now here we go, the 5-second whistle will surely soon enough. Yep, here we go, 5 seconds has been called. Just before Blitzkrieg Bomb getting a little bit eager to start. Lucky not to get penalised with a false start, but both jammers make his way through now. Number 707 in the till, Blitzkrieg Bomb managed to get through. Using all her blunt force trauma and derby skating skills, become richly awarded as lead jammer.
Metalissa with brute strength tries the inside line, but unfortunately for her, just gets knocked down to her knees.
Nah, Metalista love that name. Now number 707, Blitzkrieg Bomb. Getting a full 5-point grand slam for the team in teal. Northern Bitters and Rollers, Team Phoenix.
Metalista struggling to get through the big wall of teal. It's a pretty impressive defensive wall the Northern Brisbane have brought with them today.
No, a huge following Northern Brisbane, one of the oldest leagues in Queensland, always been out there to do this. They've been at every Tropicarnage Cup ever made. And getting another 5-point grand slam pass at here. The crowd loves what they see. You probably cannot hear them raging on in the background, but they do like when they see 5-point grand slam passes when it's not a power jam. Now, Blitzkrieg Bomb just having to yield back, but straight away just gets up and puts on the pace for the team in teal. Oh, number 42, Snow Fright, thrusting her out and forcing a cut track penalty. So the tide easily turns in Cairns. Where there's been plenty of action out there. There's been a star pass
from Cairns Derby Dolls. Einstein now donning the jammer star in a power jam situation.
Yes, Einstein doing well, just doing a bit of a step, just has to get past one more defender, number 78, Nabom, and does and gets 5 points. Now Cairns Derby Dolls will start off this next jam with a power jam with still 6 minutes left on the big Derby clock.
To recap of the score, Northern Brisbane 150, Cairns Derby Dolls 42. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left of the game.
Oh, using Poppet Grenade, number 13 in the orange, using just blunt force trauma.
Poppet getting some serious work over there. It's her first jam of the day.
Yeah, putting on a huge attack like a medieval siege engine against the wall of teal. Number 1111, Dicey Roller, just standing up strong, getting a bit of help there for number 480, Indigo Fury, the captain of the team in teal. Having to yield as no pack is called.
Hopper Rocket. Hopper Grenade lead jam for the Cairns Derby Dolls.
Now managing to hold up there. Now look, we have a sneaky star pass. Indigo Fury, number 480, has accepted the star and is skating off at a quick view. I don't know if Cairns has noticed this as yet.
I don't think they were noticing it. They were too focused on their own offensive work, calling off the jam and taking some points.
Now we're down to the last 4 minutes now. We've got number 7, Marilyn Monroe. Once again, oh, and look, we got some class in the commentary boss. Scare Bear has made her presence known up in the commentary box and has bought things like flamingos and so much colour to what we call the commentary box up here, and a leather bag as well.
Von Legsalot jamming for the Cairns Derby Dolls. Lead jammer, Cairns Derby Dolls, Legsalot.
Oh, Von Legsalot just pulling away from the pack. Lead jammer using speed, skilled, all the agility of a rich man's racehorse to become lead jammer. Now still stuck in a pack down. There's Marilyn Monroe. Oh no, she manages to get free for her initial pass.
Legsalot still... Oh no, Legsalot gets through the pack. Referee awards a 5 points grand slam. Well done, Cairns Derby Dolls, brings them to 50.
Good on you, Scare Bear, putting some nice flamingos up in the commentary box. Makes it look so much more tropical. If we're in Africa, I guess, but not so much Australia. But anyway, it is tropic nonetheless. Now we have number 78, a Nabom there for the team in teal. Now they've just pulled to be 100 points ahead of Cairns Derby.
Battle of the Bombs, where Beta Bomb is also jamming for the Cairns Derby Dolls in orange.
Oh, we've got so much class coming up now to the commentary box. Lovely ladies from BCR just coming up to say hello. Nabom, number 78, down with 2.5 minutes left to go. Trying to weave her way through the pack, but gets a huge block there by Von Legslot, but Von Legslot getting penalised.
Beetlebomb finally found the gap on the inside, takes the gap, it gets knocked to the ground, gets back up again. She's through for initial pass.
Oh, Nabom just gets a huge hit from Einstein, just thrusting her asunder almost into the scoreboard. Now coming down to our last under 2 minutes left for the girls in teal, number 268, a crushing kick.
Dirty Birdie lining up for the jammer star for the Cairns Derby Dolls. She want to get a couple of points back. She won't like the 100-point deficit she's looking at the scoreboard.
There we go, number 268, crushing kick just straight through the inside line. Richly rewarded as a lead jammer.
Dirty Birdie gets knocked to the outside and gets forced to yield to the back of the pack.
And the back of the pack is where it's always a start to get through the front of the pack. So you got to start somewhere.
Looks like Dirty Birdie's just started from the back of the pack again.
There we go. See, you start from the back, you go to the front. Exactly what happened there. And that's an awesome 5 points.
Dirty Birdie fighting just to get through for the initial pass there.
Yeah, crushing kick putting another 5-point grand slam on for the team in teal, which is North Brisbane Rollers, Team Phoenix.
49 seconds left of the game. Will this be the last jam of the day?
Oh, let's get one more out of it. So who we got down there? We got number 7, Marilyn Monroe.
Lining up against Von at legs a lot, 75 for the Cairns Derby Dolls in orange.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe just shoves her way through, straight through the guts like a civil war surgeon. Decides to call it off. There is still time. There is still another 26 seconds left on the clock. Will there be another jam? We'll see.
Yes, will we get one last jam in?
Depends when the 5 seconds is called. We got 15 seconds. There'll be 5 seconds. Oh no, we got official. There is a team timeout called by Cairns Derby Dolls.
Lovely work by Derby Dolls. They want that extra jam.
Yes, when you're at the Tropicarnage Cup, you got to get your money's worth. Especially traveling all the way from Cairns, you want to get every little bit of skating and hating in as you can. They're currently with 11 seconds left. Cairns Derby Dolls in the orange on 50 points. In the lead at the moment on 159 points, Northern Brisbane Rollers, Team Phoenix!
Now in the last jam of the day, Dirty Birdie brings her troops together. She will be asking her team for a 9-point jam here. She will not want a 100-point deficit. Beetlebum looks to be lining with the jam staff, the Derby Dolls. Just watch this next jam. She's going to come out firing.
Yes, and who are they going to put up? Who's the team in teal going to put up to take on the Beetlebomb? It is number 089, Heartless Hussey. Now, 3-4
pack advantage to Derby Dolls here as well.
Yeah, now down to the last jam. This is just for the prestige, this jam. Now Heartless Hussey trying to bludgeon her way through. She does have to get past one more defender, which is the pivot.
Yes, Beetlebomb, Cairns Derby Dolls lead jam. Can she make up a 9-point jam?
Oh, on a good way now. The team in teal still has to get past initial pass now. They just managed to get round Einstein.
Beetlebomb on the inside, Jukes to the outside. There's her first 5 points. Calls off the jam.
Now that is the unofficial final. Just managed to glean another 5 points at the end. Cairns Derby Dolls.
Sorry, I take that back. That was a 4-point jam there for Beetlebomb.
Now we do have the official score. There was very few penalties, and I'm just looking at the penalties tracking scoreboard. Only one person that looked like it had 4 penalties. So very, very good clean game.
That looked like a clean board, me biscuit.
Pretty much did. It was very, very good. No one being sent off. No one actually doing too much at all. Now, give it up for Cairns Derby Dolls on a huge 54 points, but the victors today, Northern Brisbane Rollers, Team Phoenix, 159.
Yes, congratulations to the Brisbane Rollers, the Cairns Derby Dolls. Congratulations to you guys. We got Beetlebomb, Popper Grenade, Sinister Rose, Einstein, Metalissa, a little bit of Bambi, Snow Fright, Havoc, Von Legs a Lot, Dirty Birdie, and Super Dizzy Diva. Congratulations, Cairns.
Now, in the victors tonight, we have number 69, Heartless. I should say not 69. Number 89, Heartless Hussy, 108, Miss Hissy-Fed, 1111, Dicey Riley, 265, Andy Chrysler, 268 for Russian Kick, 286, Rockatilly, 313, Red Hot Ride, 480, Indigo Fury, 521, Rosie Ricochet, 7, Marilyn Monroe, 707, Blitzkrieg Bomb, number 78, Nabomb, 8, Brat, 910, Sledge Glamour. That is your team in teal, the Northern Brisbane Rollers, getting a win in their first go now. They, by some believe, by the local bookmakers, believed to be the favourite. So, off to a good start, but there is still plenty of derby action left. Now we're coming up with a big game right now. Just Reef City Roller Girls, undefeated. Now this is Mr. Mayhem and the Meat Biscuits signing out. Have a great day, and I'll hand you over to the none other. This is someone that knows all the rules, Derby fans. Welcome, Jen.
Yes, well known as Number Cruncher. State dominate. They are an amazing team. Very, very, very fit players. They work their backsides off and they do an epic job. Recently going overseas and representing Australia in the Woofter apprenticeships and Woofter leagues. There are a few around the country now. It's quite a trend. I like all these Woofter logos all over the place.
Yeah, Sunstate recently went to the WFTDA Division 1 playoffs in Dallas, where they came in 8th, having played 4 games over the weekend. We've got everyone lined up and ready to go. This is quite efficient. Don't quite have the tournament, the head ref, Tipsy Moo, in the middle yet.
So it looks like for what's called the red team, Reef City Roller Girls, jamming for them will be 358 Fraulein Fierce.
And she is up against Dodge and Bolt for Sunstate.
Dodge and Bolt not really getting right up there in the line. She's kind of taking 10 metres away and she's just eyeing up what's available to her.
She sure is. As you catch Dodge and Bolt going up that first straight during the first jam, you might notice that her shirt looks a little bit different to the other Sunstate shirts. Several of our Swarm players came back from Dallas down 1 or 2 shirts from when they went to Dallas.
Oh, a bit of shirt swapping there.
More a bit of shirt losing than anything.
Oh, right.
All right, it looks like we're getting underway. Fraulein Fierce up against Dodge and Bolt.
Right, the 5-second call has been made by Body Bagger. And we are off. We've got the first jam underway. An immensely hard wall to get through by Sunstate. Fraulein Fierce really having to work through that really dominating wall there.
Fraulein Fierce cycled to the back of the pack there. Rose Ruin cycling her around again while Dodge and Bolt is on her first scoring pass. Dodge through for 5 big points. Fraulein Fierce being held by a fierce wall of Rose Ruin and BA. Looks like 180 SX heading off to the bin. Fraulein Fierce going for a star pass. Managing to release that star just before she fell out of bounds. A legal star pass has occurred, and our new jammer is Rogue Rage.
Essex calling off the jam. Doesn't want to let any points get away.
We have Le Mans up for Reef City up against Jambi for Sun State Roller Girls. Essex still sitting in the bin. Reef City has a 4-on-3 pack advantage.
We have a 4-3 pack advantage to Reef City at the moment with Essex sitting in the bin. Unfortunately, she went there at the end of the jam. She's going to get that full for 30 seconds.
Here we go. The jammers are off. Jambi being held impressively by Longlash Massacre and Catholicism, but she's clear for lead jammer. Catholicism heading to the penalty box. Le Mans goes for a star stash, and she is clear. Jambi going up on a scoring pass.
Essex is now out of the bin, and she sprints ahead of the jammer, getting ready to block her as they hit the pack.
Looks like 3 points for Jambi on that scoring pass. Sun State is currently leading 15-0.
Sailing Chaos will be number 65, the jammer for Reef City.
And she's up against Beth Adder, number 84 for Sun State. Pack advantage has reversed itself. Sun State has 4 blockers to Reef City's 3. BA saving herself on the outside line.
Reef
Has not
City
yet been pushed out.
really trying to push Beth Adder out, but those toe stops are really stuck to the floor.
They sure are. BAs are very excellent on the outside line, and around she goes. She is your
And
lead jammer.
Absolutely paid off. Looks like we're going to have a panty pass.
Yep, the new
Yes,
jammer is
and
Fräulein
we're
Fierce,
off.
and she is clear. Yep, tiny little apex hop for BA, and she calls off the jam. 4 points for Sun State.
.357 Long Lash Massacre will be looking after the Reef City girls.
She's up against Dominage in number 148 for Sun State. The average height of this jammer pair is quite low, I think. Domination charging up at the Reef City wall. Show her a chest and she will charge at it. She is your lead jammer.
Lashy really having to work to get past Sun State.
Yes.
Sneaks up the inside and finally gets out, just ready for her initial. Out the initial.
Domination in for a scoring pass.
Jambi going to the bin for Sun State.
Domination trying to get all those points. And she calls it off before Lashy can score any. 3 points for Sun State, 0 for Reef City.
Reef City will start with the pack advantage, 3-4.
And
Jambi
our
currently in the bin.
And our current score is 22-0.
.358 Fräulein Fierce for Reef City will be jamming.
Up against 180 SX. The smiling assassin, I call her.
Multiplayer block has been called on number 21 Kilobones for Reef City.
SX is clear with lead jammer. And Fräulein Fierce being cycled back on her initial pass, so SX is on a scoring pass with plenty of room to score.
SX takes a nice little transition on one foot and pops herself out the front. Counter-directional block being given to number 65 as she goes to bin, Smiling Chaos.
Rogue Rage has received a star pass but got immediately cycled by the Sun State pack, and she's in the same position that Fräulein Fierce has been in, being cycled back by Rose Ruin on her initial pass. SX coming through again. This is her third scoring pass.
It's a beautiful dynamic wall out the back there by Sun State, really holding that jammer back and making her work for it.
Sure is. SX is clear with another 5 big
Jambi
points.
pops the backside out, saying, no, you're not getting through on that apex. Forces her back, makes her yield.
Beautiful spin by SX to get around Fräulein Fierce as the last line of defence, and she gets another 5 points. There's 20 points in this jam so far. Rogue Rage still just battling that Sunstate wall. Just when she thinks she's clear, another few recycle in front of her, but there she goes, and she's clear on her initial pass. Essex calls off the jam. How many more points? The Sunstate Jammer ref just confirming jammer lap points and things. Essex has earned 4 more points for 24 in the jam. Sunstate is on 46 to Reef City 0. Dodge and Bolt starting well back from the jammer line again, up against Le Mans from Reef City. 4 on 4 in the pack. We have no penalties at the moment. Mons making that Sunstate wall work hard to contain her.
Okay, 304 being called for a multiplayer block. Thumper.
And Dodge is clear with lead jammer. Mons still stuck behind Lady Killer, Trauma Junkie and Shellraiser. This is a different Shellraiser to the Tweed Valley Shellraiser who you'll also come across this weekend. Dodge is through for 5 points. Mons is now clear of her initial pass and is coming around behind Dodge.
Lashy going to the bin. Dodge calls it off.
3 more points for Dodge and Bolt, 8 in total. We've got 12 minutes to go in this first half.
Reef City yet to score.
We've got Rose Ruin stepping up to the jammer line for the first time for Sunstate. She's up against Fräulein Fierce.
Yes, the captain for Reef City.
It's captain versus captain right now. Don't know where Steffi C is. Oh, yep, there it is.
Fräulein Fierce stepping, still trying to get through.
Rose Ruin coming
Met
around
by
the scoring pass.
Very effective wall there.
Amazing juke to the outside by Rose Ruin, just completely getting that wall at a standstill, and she's scored 5 points. Star pass by Fräulein Fierce, and Thumper is the new jammer for Reef City.
Bit of a tumble in the inside.
Thumper is clear on her initial pass. Rose Ruin coming around for another scoring
Killer
pass.
Bones going to the bin.
I think for a low block, I saw that one being signalled as. Rose Ruin calls off the jam. Thumper takes a slide during the 4 whistles. A few people trip over, but no harm, no foul, according to the referees. Nope, wait. There we are.
Sorry.
Engaging
we fell
after the
at
whistle.
foul, off you go to the bin.
Engaging after the whistle penalty for Thumper, who fell down and slid into Rose Ruin's legs well after the 4th
still
whistle.
too many people on the track.
No, Thumper was the jammer. So
oh, there we go. We got the star on. It's all good.
We've got Cocoa Nuts jamming in a power jam for Sunstate. Oh, Dodge and Bolt takes a tumble and takes down Cataclysm with her. Cocoa Nuts is clear for lead jammer. Sunstate working on keeping a goat in order to stretch the other Reef City blockers out of play. And no pass, no penalty for Cocoa Nuts, and 4 points on her first scoring pass.
Killer Bones returning to the track. Being held as a goat at the back by Sunstate.
5 more points for Cocoa Nuts. And Thumper is back on track and has cleared her initial pass. Excellent jamming up the inside line by Thumper.
Killer Bones off the track for another penalty.
Cocoa Nuts calls off the jam. And 1 point for Reef City. That is a 1 point shanking by Reef City. 3 points to Sunstate.
We got some points on the board for Reef City.
Cocoa Nuts
1
pulled it
point.
off just a split second too late, and the score is 78-1. All right, we've got Lashy up against Jambi on the jammer line. A 4-on-3 pack advantage to Sunstate.
Jambi charges through.
Jambi's clear with lead jammer while Lashy's being cycled to the back of the pack. Jambi taken out by her own sister there, Trauma Junkie. Slightly awkward, but you know, that happens. Jambi is clear. 5 big
Lashy's
points.
still fighting to get through Sunstate.
Being held up by Lady Killer and Sticks and Bones, with Yang joining in. Lashy is now clear. Jambi's coming up on another scoring pass.
That's the end of Jam 9.
3 more points for Jambi. Our new score is 85-1. Sorry, 2 more points for Jambi. That's my correction.
Oh, we're sick of the jammer line. Let's go and check out the pivot line or just hop in the middle.
Sunstate's using a very deep jammer bench today. We have Melvin up for the first time. She's up against Le Mans. Melvin being cycled back by Catholicism, excellent work there. But Rogue Rage being sent to the penalty box. Both jammers still on their initial pass and fighting with the relevant defences. But Melvin is clear for lead jammer. And Mons seems to be seeking a star pass. That star pass happened while out of bounds, so Mons will be going to the penalty box for a star pass violation. Melvin's through for 5 big points.
So the refs have decided that's an illegal procedure and sent the jammer to the bin, leaving it a power jam to stun state.
Yep, what happened was that Mons's toe stops were both touching out of bounds when she released the star. Given that you must be in bounds to pass the star, she was given a star pass violation penalty. Melvin untouched on that scoring pass, 5 more big points. That's 15 points for her altogether so far. Sunstate running some swarming offense, giving Melbourne an incredibly clear run and 5 more points, but SX is heading to the penalty box.
Le Mans now returning as the jammer for Reef City.
Melbourne clear again. Le Mans coming up to try to make her initial pass.
SSRJ making an excellent strong wall there, holding that jammer at the back. She's really having to fight past.
Melvin trying to break up that Reef City wall, but she's pushed out of bounds by Thumper, who immediately runs right to the back of the pack.
And Dodge going to the bin for a multiplayer block. Multiplayer.
Melvin manages to get past Thumper that time, but does not get past Le Mans, who has passed the star to Miss Carnage of Justice. That's the end of the jam. Melvin has scored 29 points in that jam. The score is 114-1. We've got 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Trauma Junkie is jamming for the first time today for Sunstate.
Fraulein Fierce, the captain of Reef City, jamming.
Trauma Junkie slides up the inside line and she is through. Fraulein Fierce being held by Domination, Cocoa Nuts and Shell Razor.
Trauma coming around trying to fix up her numbers that have come off. She's got it right. She's ready to hit that pack.
Whoa.
And she definitely hit that pack.
That was an exceptional hit. It looked legal to me, but it's being given a low block by the jammer ref. Probably had a better view than we did. Trauma Junkie heading to the penalty box. We're going to have a 2-minute jam and a Reef City power jam. Time to rack up some points.
Reef City's bench yelling out, help her, and is she going to get the help she needs? It looks a bit messy right now.
Well
Star
chosen
pass
star
has
pass.
happened.
And Smiling Chaos is the new jammer.
65.
I believe that Fraulein Fierce earned at least 4 of the 5 points available in that pass before passing the star, so that was probably a well-timed star pass. Trauma Junkie is through and clear with 4 points herself.
Well done. She gets out, closely following SSRG.
.30 left in the jam, and both jammers now making laps. Trauma Junkie being cycled to the back, while Smiling Chaos is fighting with the Sun State wall up the front. Dodge and Bolt picks up an elbows penalty, or forearms, no, elbows. Trauma Junkie has 4 more points, and Smiling Chaos is just clear with 4 herself. Drama Junkie clear again. 4 more points for her. That was a 12-8 jam, and the score is going to be 126-9.
Le Mans stepping up to the jammer line for Reef City Roller Girls. What do they call themselves? All Stars. Reef City All Stars.
Lady Killer stepping up for Sun State. First jam for her today. There is a 4-on-3 pack advantage for Reef City. And the jam is underway.
Le Mans hitting that back of that pack really hard. She's really having to work to get through.
Lady Killer earns a cutting penalty.
Long Lash Massacre really
Long Lash
Lashy takes the star pass.
Lady Killer sitting in the penalty box. She earned a cutting penalty on the outside line. Long lash massager. I quite like it.
You now.
Yep. I think I might start calling her that. Long lash massager. Lashy coming up on her scoring pass. She's been pushed to the outside and is having to cycle back behind the pack and try again. Lashy is clear with some incredible footwork up the inside line, and she's earned 5 big points.
Lady Killer is standing and she's ready to get out on that track.
Yep, edging back and forth, quite itchy feet.
And she's gone. She's
Here we go.
back out there. Hits the back of the pack. Both jammers really having to work to get through these packs.
Lady Killer's done a star stash for that pass, and she's through not your lead jammer.
Lashy steps through the inside and she gets herself out the front.
4 more points for Lashy. Lady Killer coming up, getting past Carnage and through for 4 points of her own. Dodge and Bolt being put on the ground by a big hit there. Lady Killer.
Lashy back through for another 4 points.
Lady Killer trying her luck against Thumper and Carnage and is through for 4 points of her own.
Lashy coming through for another scoring pass.
Goes up against Jambi on the outside line.
304, Thumper going off for a penalty.
Amazing twirl around the outside by Lady Killer for 5 points of her own.
And that's the end of Jam 12.
Yes, it's a 13-all jam. New score is 139-23, sorry. 13-14.
Official review has been called.
I believe it's a Sun State official review. I suspect they're going to attempt to get the cutting penalty overturned on Lady Killer. She wasn't pleased with it when she skated off. And it was called by an inside jammer ref from the outside line. Tipsy Moo has the ref microphone in the middle, and she'll update us on this specifically in the next couple of minutes.
Yes, so our sponsor down here on the ground is Extreme Skates this weekend. Extreme Skates do post for free, so if you are interested, check out their website. It's www.extremeskatesrollerderby.com. So they do free shipping worldwide. They specialise in some basically everything you could possibly need. They've got helmets here today, they've got socks, they've got shirts, they've got knee pads, they've got wheels. They have basically brought their entire shop out to see us today. So if you want to check out any of their gear while you're filling in time while the official review's happening, jump on their website and check out Extreme Skates. A lot of us use them. They're really good value.
If you've ever seen Extreme Skates arrive at an event, they have an Extreme Skates trailer that you could practically live in for the weekend once you've offloaded your stock from it. So when you say that they've brought their whole shop here, I don't think that you're exaggerating. Tipsy Moo is delivering her decision to the captains and alternates.
Okay, we have an official review.
For the first half.
Thank you, Tipsy Moo.
I forgot to turn the volume up for that for a second. The result of the review is that the cut call on Black 1-1 will stand, and that Sunstate has lost their review for the first half.
Rogue Rage will be the jammer for Reef City Rollers.
Domination up against Rogue Rage.
Rogue Rage gets herself lead jam.
This is Reef City's first lead jam, I believe. Domination right behind her.
She's quite a rocket. She's coming up to the pack really quickly. Getting the points, calling it off. Nicely played. Earns herself 2 points.
And that is half-time. The half-time score is 139 to 25.
So Reef City have worked really, really hard today. This first half has been pretty tough. The SSRG girls are actually undefeated at Trop Cup, so they are a very, very hard team to play and get points off. So Reef City Roller Girls have played really, really well in this game.
Yep, I'll let you turn the things. Yep. We're going to hand over to the interview.
You.
Lots of walks of lives in the Derby community. Is this your first Tropicarnage Cup?
This is my first Tropicarnage skating. Last year I was injured, and the year before that I was in fresh meat.
Yes, this is my first one. Woo!
Oh, Tropicarnage Cup cherry poppers. All right, so firstly, what prep did you do in the lead up to this tournament? How's it been going at training and so forth?
We've had a few extra training sessions. We've been working really hard on our offense. Coming together. A lot of people doing off skates training as well. Trying to build up
off skates. Yourself?
Lots of running, lots of off skates.
Running, that's even worse than off skates.
I know.
All right, so now we're going to do a couple of what about your team. So in here we have some blue questions which are team related, green questions which are a little bit more make a choice, this or that. So take a selection.
Read it out. Yep. If someone played you in a movie, who would it be?
You got any ideas for her? Saucy.
Thinking like Kate Winslet, because she's a redhead as well, or maybe Nicole Kidman, she's Aussie redhead, or What's her name? The one with the drug addiction.
The one with the drug addiction. That's
Lohan.
okay.
Everyone always told me that.
Lindsay Lohan. All right, we'll go with that one. Would you like to make a selection? Blue is team, green is yourself. All right.
Who is most likely to eat something gross for a dare? Oh, that has to be carnal pleasure. Definitely.
Here she is in the background, hands in the air. She's proud of this one. All right, so one more on this side here.
Green or blue?
Either colour.
Who should have, but probably didn't, wash their gear before Trop Cup? I washed my gear. No, not me. I'm gonna say Dicey Riley, number quadruple 1.
All right, you heard it here first. Stay away from that bag. All right. Finally, we did have a question which we gave them a little bit of time to think about. It was, where do you see yourself in 10 years? We'll start with you.
Ooh, I'd like to see my children grown up and out of the house, but that's not going to happen.
Are you kicking them out at the age of 10?
Yep, bam. I just want to be running my own business and hopefully still involved in Derby in some way because it's addictive and fun.
Quite addictive. And yourself?
I'll be saving lives because I'll be a qualified paramedic and nurse, and I don't know if I'll be playing Derby, but again, I'd like to be involved in some way, because it's lots of fun.
Excellent. And just finally, what are you looking forward to the most at Trop Cup?
Oh gosh, just having fun with my teammates and winning.
Winning? Oh, expectation is high.
It would be very nice to win, but just really enjoying meeting new people, all about the team spirit, watching some awesome Derby, having a great time.
That's a better answer.
That's a better answer. All right, so I've been Scare Bear sitting here with Northern Brisbane Rollers. We're going to get back to the game. There's only 2 minutes until this halftime is up and over. Have some fun, guys. Luau!
We have 90 seconds left on the clock before the end of halftime.
Yes, so the announcers here for this game, if you're wondering who our weirdo faces and voices might be, I'm Carnal Pleasure and I skate with Northern Brisbane Rollers, a local team here.
And my name is Jen. I used to be the head ref of Sunstate Roller Girls. I'm now one of their part-time bench managers and general do all of the jobs person.
Awesome. So skating with the Reef City Roller Girls today, number 21, Killer Bones, number 304, Thumper, number 357, Lashy, Long Lash Massacre, number 358, Fraulein Fierce, number 6, Le Mans, number 65, Smiling Chaos, number 85, Dipolar Bitch, number 89, Rogue Rage, number 911, Miss Carrange of
Oh, it's
Carriage.
Carnage. It's a typo. It's Carnage. Miss Carnage.
Gee, typos. It's Carnage of Justice and 919, Catholicism.
Catholicism. The Sunstate cheer has gone up. The Sunstate roster just before the start of this half is 00 Coconuts, 08 Shellraiser, 11 Lady Killer, 12 Rose Ruin, 148 Domination, that's how tall she is, 180 SX, 182 Sticks and Bones, 24 Trauma Junkie, 32 Jambi, 45 Cookie Cutter, 54 Melbourne, 58 Dodge and Bolt, 84 Beth Adder, and 88 Cortisone, who it appears isn't actually here yet, but that's okay. Starting out for the second half is Sticks and Bones jamming for Sunstate. She's up against Le Mans for Reef City.
So our sponsor this weekend is Extreme Skates. And we're off for a great start of the second half of this game. Le Mans really working to get through the pack.
Sticks
Lashy
and Bones
helping her.
Sticks and Bones up against Catholicism out the front, and Sticks is clear with lead jammer.
Lashy trying to make a hole, accepts a star pass, and she's out the front.
Sticks and Bones almost apex jumping, but is knocked out of bounds by Thumper and forced back to the back of the pack.
Sticks and Bones calls it off.
She earns 3 points for Sunstate, 2-0 for Reef City. It looks like Melbourne is up for Sunstate Roller Girls, up against Fräulein Fierce for Reef City.
Fräulein Fierce really trying to push through a 5 wall for a moment there.
Melbourne doing a bit of jammer defence as part of the Sunstate wall before heading up against the Reef City wall on her own. Reef City wall doing an impressive job of holding Melbourne at the moment. A 2 wall of Dipolar Bitch and Rogue Rage is being braced by Smiling Chaos and number 21 Killerbones. Amazing defence by both teams. We're more than 30 seconds into this jam and lead hasn't been declared yet, but Melbourne has one last person to get past and she's lead jammer.
And the hips are past. Good work.
Fräulein Fierce still trapped by an almost barely moving wall with Sunstate at the back of the pack there. Melbourne gets a cutting penalty.
And someone's getting an elbow penalty.
Someone's definitely, Dipolar Bitch getting an elbow penalty. Melbourne sitting in the penalty box. And we've had a star pass to Smiling Chaos, who's now on a power jam, to Rogue Rage, who's now on a power jam for Reef City.
Sunstate doing an excellent work of defence up the front.
Rogue Rage 5 points in the sky, slips past the last line of defence Shellraiser, and is coming around again for another scoring pass.
SSRG Melbourne jammer released from the bin and is about to hit the pack.
Melbourne saving herself from another cut. She goes back. Jambi's been given a penalty for something or other.
Multiplayer.
And Melbourne is clear on a scoring pass. That's the end of the jam. 4 points to Sunstate, 8 points to Reef City. Score is 146-33.
Carnage will be jamming for the Reef City Roller Girls.
She's up against Domination for Sunstate Roller Girls. Domination through for lead jammer. She's so small and slippery.
Lashy getting sent off for a multiplayer.
Carnage almost looked like she was clear, but Lady Killer held her back and allowed Cocoa Nuts and Sticks and Bones to reform in front of her. Domination is through for 4 big points. That should be 5 points in my opinion, but oh well.
Carnage going for a star pass.
Yep, star pass to Le Mans. Mons is clear of her initial pass.
Jambi is back out on track, racing to get to the
and
back
Domination
of the
has received a penalty of uncertain.
Looks like it's an F, so that's a forearms. Jambi into the bin.
Le Mans
pushing to get out the front.
Yep, Sticks has to release as she's been pushed out of play, and Mons has earned 5 points for Reef City. Five more points for Reef City. Domination is back on track and on a scoring pass.
Lashy being sent to the bin.
Lady Killer being sent to the bin also. Ooh, a big forearm from Mons. And she is going to the penalty box also. This jam getting very physical. Domination has star pass to Jambi, who dons the star and is coming around on another scoring pass.
Looks like both teams are filling up their bins in this jam.
Sure does. Cocoa Nuts sitting in the bin for Sunstate right now. Jambi's through for 4 more points.
Long Lash Massacre standing, ready to come back onto the track.
I'm of the opinion that should be 5 points again, but that's a separate issue.
So it looks like the both teams will be very thin on the track, with Reef City having one blocker and their jammer in the bin, but both standing, so only having 10 seconds before they need to return to the track.
Yep, Le Mans is starting from the penalty box for Reef City. Jamming unopposed on the track for a short time is 180 SX. SX dancing up the outside line, and she is lead jammer.
Le Mans returning to the track.
SX is clear of her first scoring pass. She's earned 5 points. Fräulein Fierce heading off to the penalty box, and Mons
multiplayer
attempting a star pass. She succeeds, and Rogue Rage is your new jammer for Reef City. SX is through again. 5 more points.
Reef City's jammer's almost jammer. Squeezing out the front. She is really having to work for that.
Working so hard and trying to push the skater out of play, but Sunstate's bridge just keeps extending and extending.
BA really made her work for that one.
Sure did. SX is clear and calls off the jam with 4 more points. Our new score is 173 to 45.
We have some Reef City fans out there in the crowd tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got Trauma Junkie jamming for Sunstate Roller Girls. She's up against Miss Carnage of Justice for Reef City. Sunstate's got a 4-on-2 pack advantage, and I suspect they'll take full advantage of that heading into this jam. Trauma Junkie through for lead jammer. Trauma on her scoring pass. Miss Carnage of Justice still struggling with that Sunstate wall. But Fräulein Fierce and Thumper doing an impressive job of holding back Trauma Junkie at the moment. She gets past Thumper and she puts 4 points up in the air. Again, I believe that should be 5 points.
Another star pass by Reef City. This seems to be the flavour of their gameplay today.
Sticks and Bones heading to the penalty box. Thumper with the star in hand, charging up against Dodge and Bolt and Shellraiser. Out the front of the pack. Trauma on another scoring pass. Being held back by Fräulein Fierce, Miss Carnage, Cataclysm, and Long Lash Massacre. 5 points for Trauma Junkie on that pass. And a cutting penalty for Thumper, who's heading to the penalty box.
It looks like we have a power jam to Sunstate.
We
We've
sure
decided
do.
to call it off. Let's make it fresh.
Let's get a fresh jammer out there. And we have Jambi jamming on this power jam.
So it looks like Reef City have one in the bin. They're trying to send another jammer out, but no, it's not going to work. So let's start this power jam with 3 blockers out on track from Sunstate, 1 standing in the penalty box.
Four
Jambi
on
looks
3
like
pack
she's ready
advantage
for
to
a
Reef City.
sprint.
Jambi getting ready for a full charge, it looks like.
So all she needs is some of those sprinting blocks behind her. And she makes it straight through with a lot of
Beautiful
effort, but, it's just
move
beautiful.
up the outside line. We now have 4 on 4. Sunstate's holding a goat for Jambi so that she can push them out of play, but she's just
And she
bouncing
pops
straight
her
off them
again.
and sliding around them. She's earned 5 points, and Thumper is now standing in the penalty box.
Reef City jammer. 3 seconds, 2,
Jambi.
1.
Jambi twirls through the Reef City wall for another scoring pass. Thumper coming on for her initial pass. Looks like she's heading for some jammer defense. Jambi twirls up the outside line again. 5 more points. Thumper star passes to number 65, Smiling Chaos.
Jambi hitting the back of the pack.
Jambi being slowed down for the first time this jam, being held back by Killerbones, Rogue Rage, Thumper, and Dipolar Bitch.
Jambi calls it off.
Yep, 4 more points for Jambi. That is a 19-point jam. Sunstate has cracked the 200. It is 201 to 45. Le Mans up against Beth Adder for... In case you were in any way uncertain, Sunstate is skating in the black today and Reef City in the yellow. Someone's picked up a multiplayer block. No one's left yet.
It's SX.
SX has picked up a multiplayer block. In the meantime, Beth Adder is lead jammer. And Le Mans
star
has
pass.
star pass to Fräulein Fierce.
And we've got a forearms for Lashy.
Fräulein Fierce clear of her initial pass. BA scores 4 points. BA is attempting to release SX from the box, but her pack just did not run fast enough, and she has held Fräulein Fierce to 0 points, but SX is still sitting in the penalty box. We've got Sticks and Bones jamming for Sunstate. She's up against Smiling Chaos for Reef City. 3-on-3 in the pack, Lashy and SX in the penalty box. And we're underway.
Sticks and Bones were just waiting for their jammer to get trapped before she whizzed around, and she's out and she's got herself the lead.
Yep, that was an excellent example, I think, of using a blocker's strength against them. Sticks just sort of slid off and allowed them to fall
And
over.
another star pass by Reef City.
Goodness me, someone's just lost a number or something. And we have 4 points to
Reef
Sticks
City
and
trying to
Bones.
call a timeout, and they have been successful. They're taking a team timeout.
Yep, there's 7 minutes left in this game. This is the first team timeout we've had, actually. Sunstate's having a cuddle puddle out in the jammer line there. We're about to get underway. We have Lady Killer jamming up against Le Mans. There is a 4-on-2 pack advantage to Sunstate at the moment, with the 2 blockers on track being Carnage and Cataclysm for Reef City.
Smiling Chaos still sitting in the bin, but Lashy ready to come back on the track out of the bin.
Lady Killer through for lead jammer within a few seconds. Le Mans being held back by Rose Ruin, Jambi, Melbourne and Domination.
Le Mans really having to work to get past Jambi's hips.
Lady Killer dances around the Reef City blockers for 5 points.
Reef City coming back to try and help their jammer, but not quick enough. Lady Killer out the front again. Nice work.
There's a battle going on between Le Mans and Jambi at the moment. Jambi keeps hitting her out and Mons keeps being recycled.
Stop going to that side of Jambi. It's lethal.
Lady Killer gets clipped by Le Mans on her way past, but successfully twirls past without going out of bounds. She's fighting with the Reef City wall up the front at the moment.
Le Mans getting quite frustrated and quite tired at the back. The Sunstate girls have really made her work for this.
Mons' pivot has just been given a cutting penalty as well. She'll be heading to the penalty box and Mons has no star pass to save her. Lady Killer coming around for another scoring pass. So far she's earned 15 points this jam. Inside line opened up by Rose Ruin for Lady Killer, and Lady Killer is through untouched for 5 more points. Rose Ruin also knocks Le Mans out of bounds as the last line of defence, and Mons is cycled back again. Mons still on her initial pass. Lady Killer through again. Jambi, Rose Ruin, and Domination and Melbourne are doing a magnificent job. They held Le Mans for that entire jam. 25 points in that jam. The score is 234 to 45. Cocoa Nuts up against Fräulein Fierce in this next jam. Again, we have a 4-on-2 pack advantage to Sunstate.
Coconuts out for lead.
SX picks up a hard lock penalty and she'll be skating around to the penalty box. Cocoa Nuts is coming up for her scoring pass. Coconuts twirls up and falls down but not out of bounds, and she's clear with 5 points.
That's another star pass by Reef City. I'm pretty sure we should have had a lottery on how many star passes would happen in this game.
Was successful though. Carnage just cut through on a scoring pass and she's just earned 4 points. 3 points, sorry. 3 points to Reef City there. 3 more points to Sunstate as well. An 8-3 jam. The score is 242 to 48. Maserati walking in. I believe she's probably raising the late call off there with Tipsy Moo, the head referee. I suspect in this case that it's possible our refs got a bit tangled, but
Le Mans pushing through at the back for the Reef City girls.
Rose Ruin jamming for Sunstate. Being pushed significantly backwards by Long Lash Massacre, an illegal hit that just knocked her well off balance, but she is lead jammer.
Lashy being sent off for a clockwise block.
Oh, apparently not a legal hit. Disregard. Le Mans still pushing against that Sunstate pack of Dodge and Bolt, Domination, SX and Trauma Junkie. Rose Ruin coming around on another scoring pass. 5 more points for Rose Ruin.
Le Mans still stuck in there for her initial, still hasn't got out of the pack. She's been really held back there by SSRG's not letting her get anything on the track.
Rose Ruin gets another 5 points and she's coming up again. Mons is still stuck in that Sunstate box defense.
It's another 5 points earned.
And a star pass happening right on the whistle there. No benefit for Reef City. 20 points on that jam, 262 to 48.
There's only 2 minutes left in this game.
Oh my goodness, that went fast. Yep. Jambi is up for Sunstate Roller Girls, up against Fräulein Fierce. 3 in the pack for Reef City and 4 for Sunstate. We have Rogue Rage as pivot in the penalty box for Reef City. Jambi charging up at those Reef City blockers.
Wow, dances around the outside and still makes it out the front.
I've heard skating described as a controlled fall, and I would call that one an uncontrolled fall, but she managed to catch it nonetheless. Jambi coming around on her scoring pass, having stayed upright impressively. Round she goes. Calls off the jam.
That's beautiful work.
4 points for Jambi, I believe, will be going up. 3 points for Jambi.
Tipsy Moo coming over, having a chat with Maserati.
Muzzer's got a plan, something's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the last jam of the match. We put our hands together for both of these two teams out here on the track.
We've got 1 minute left and the score is 265 to 48. SX jamming up against Cataclysm. First time we've seen Cataclysm jam this game. She is putting a lot of power into that Sun State wall, who are struggling to reform around her. SX is through with lead jammer. Catholicism going up against domination. SX is around on the scoring pass. Catholicism is clear of the Sun State girls, who are going to swarm in front of her by the looks of it. A lot of people on the ground, a lot of people getting up. SX is clear with 5 points, and Catholicism is at the back with that Sun State wall still.
13 seconds left on the clock.
On the period clock, with jam is called. Maserati is calling a timeout, and we will have one more jam.
One more jam.
One more jam.
Always want that one more jam.
Because our live commentator, Honest Dave, said this might be the last jam, and the skaters just love proving him wrong. Of course, Dave is the one that starts saying this might be the last jam from approximately the 3-minute mark. We've got Fraulein Fierce jamming for Reef City for this final jam. She's up against Sticks and Bones for Sun State. We have all 4 from each team on the track. It's a 4-on-4 pack, 2 jammers. The refs are having a good chat before we get started. Both teams are lined up on the edge of the outside ref lane.
The teams are ready, but the refs are just having a casual chat on the side.
Yep, the teams are ready to congratulate each other and do high fives after the end of this game. The ladies on track are ready to go, and we'll be underway in about 5 seconds. Off we go. BA running some immediate offense for Sticks and Bones, but Fraulein Fierce is lead jammer for
by
Reef City.
City, but she cuts.
Oh, not lead jammer. She got a cutting penalty, and Sticks and Bones is lead jammer for Sun State.
Yeah, she's got a big smile on her face. She's got the, okay, you caught me.
Yep, almost a final jam fairy tale, ruined by just a toe stop or half a wheel. Sticks and Bones comes around for a scoring pass. 5 big points for Sun State. Sticks is coming around again. She's knocked out of bounds by number 21, Killerbones. Excellent hit there. Sticks is cycled to the back of the pack, and Fraulein Fierce is standing in the penalty box. Fraulein Fierce is out of the box and skating hard. Sticks and Bones still working on that second scoring pass. She's being held back impressively by Le Mans and Smiling Chaos out the front, but Chaos fell down after hitting her out of bounds, and Sticks earns 5 points. Fraulein Fierce is clear, stashing the jammer panty in her hand. Sticks is clear again for 5 more points.
She's going to call it off. She's getting her hands ready. Yes, and it is game over.
No more points for Reef City. Our final score is currently 284 to 48.
An official review has been called.
An official review has been called.
So we will not be having the final just yet. We're just going to see what the review's going to be.
Yeah, this looks like a black team review.
So we've
Yep, looks like it's a Rose Ruin driven review. Maserati seems as confused as everyone else as to what it's about.
She's using hand signals. I still can't work out what it's for.
Oh, Steffi talks with her hands. She's telling them where on the track it happened. Over here. She's giving directions as to inside line, outside line, etc.
Tipsy Moo is going to give us her official word.
Cut call against the yellow jammer 358 in the previous jam.
To repeat, Sun State is requesting a review on the lack of a cut call on yellow 358, the jammer in the previous jam.
I didn't even know we had to.
Yeah, no, it's I keep forgetting.
Did you get it on that round?
I got it halfway through.
Close enough.
As you may have noticed, the ref microphone is in my terrible control, so I remember to turn it up roughly halfway through their speech each time. I'm going to try better when she brings her decision back. The refs are currently conferring. The skaters are ready for the game to be over. Tipsy Mill is delivering her decision to the captains and alternates.
Shortly we should have the Tipsy Moo review.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The result of the official review, the no cut call will stand.
There we go. From Tipsy's mouth, because I remembered to turn her microphone up before she started talking. No cut call to Fräulein Fierce. 285 to 48 is our final score.
Coming up next on track, we will have Rum City Roller Derby girls versus Mackay City Roller Maidens. So your teams are black and red for Rum City, and green and black will be Mackay.
Wonderful. Our NSOs are recycling the track, and we'll be handing over to our next commentators. We'll be seeing you again.
this one? And we are getting ready for bout number 6 of Tropicarnage 2015. We have the Rum City Derby Dolls versus Mackay City Roller Maidens. So Mackay City Roller Maidens, I believe this is their first trip into the Tropicarnage realm.
For this year anyway, yes.
Yeah. Rum City, second Tropicarnage. They are seeded 11th at the beginning of this. I think that's now changed since this morning's games. But it looks like we will get underway because we are pressed for time. So we have number 2, 3, Big Booty. Oh, there we go. Now I get it.
And we've got Dreadful lining up. My name is Eddie McPants on Fire. You can call me Pants.
And I'm Blacktooth Gritter. You can just call me. I don't care as long as you call me.
Okay, well, I'll call you Awesome. How's that sound? All right. We've got Dreadful coming through. She's picked up lead jammer. And Big Booty's not far behind, so already tight.
And we have that pack is at a blistering pace.
The outside pack refs are struggling to keep up with this.
Oh, they've had some hard games.
Even the skaters are struggling to keep up. It is just carnage out there already.
So we have Mackay with 4 points on the board and Rum City with 1.
Sneaky point. Do love the sneaky bites.
And already we have 2 of the Rum City blockers are in the penalty bin.
Got O'Doyle Rules and Sledgemite lining up for your jammers for the second jam of this bout. Whistle blows and they're off. Both jammers looking to take the inside line, and it's a bit of a traffic jam in there. O'Doyle is moving around the outside and is now lead jammer. One of the Mackay girls is being sent off, Helen Killer. So a bit of a push out by there, so she's going to have to sit down. O'Doyle picks up 4 points, no points for Sledgemite. So already Mackay staking a claim, making their presence felt.
Doing very nicely. I've actually never seen Mackay play, but wow. Coming out the gate nice and hard.
It's good to see someone who's an experienced roller derby watcher still gets impressed enough to say, hey, wow.
A couple of games ago, Toowoomba versus UBRD, I was very surprised by Toowoomba's efforts. I was not expecting that whatsoever. I think this is going to be another one of those games.
We've Wicked Willow, and she's taken on the might of the Mackay girls, and that is number 1-2, Tequila Slammer by the looks. And she just copped it. She copped it from both sides there and just went straight through, just shook it off. Fantastic.
Well, yeah, Wicked Widow has come through and has finished her initial pass.
Tequila getting forced on the outside, so recycle back, decides that's enough, and no sneaky points there to Rum City. So they're still on 1, 13 for Mackay. 000, we've got Rumper Steelskin, nice name, up against Dreadful, who's not dreadful, rather very handy. Both packs just poised, ready to leap into action. There goes the whistle. Once again, both jammers looking to take that inside line.
Dreadful going straight up the middle. Just getting absolutely pummeled by Mackay.
But it is the Mackay's jammer who is through, Rumper Steelskin. Sporting some very fetching black makeup across the eyes as well. It looks fantastic. Looks a bit like a bandit. A bandit of points. And she's doing very well. Just got one more Rum City blocker to go past. She does, so that's a 5-point pass to Mackay. Dreadful still trying to make her way through. Blockers for Mackay are very impressive already. Rum City, of course, took part in the first bout this morning, starting at 8:30 in the morning. So maybe they just need to shake a bit of sleep out of the eyes.
And Dreadful has gone for a cut track penalty, so she'll be sitting out for 30 seconds to think about what she's done.
Oopsie.
Giving Rumpelstiltskin a lot of opportunity to get some Grand Slam points on the board.
So Mackay is steadily building that lead. Only 1 point still for Rum City, and up to 28 currently for Mackay. She gets through another 5-point pass and calls it off. So once again, Mackay looking to stake a claim. We still have a long way to go. O'Doyle rules is on. Dreadful is standing up in the box, so she'll be back on shortly, but it's going to be a power start to Mackay.
And Mackay have put out Warm Alone.
Mackay blockers just occupying both sides of the track, taking a step back, so that's just giving them a chance to recycle Dreadful all the way back. Rumpelstiltskin though, she's up against 4 blockers for Rum City and doing it tough. That wall is hardly budged at all. Dreadful, meanwhile, beautiful.
Big hit to the outside line.
And it's
Gets up, but
it's going to be a cut track.
Cuts in front of the person who knocked her out.
That was excellent blocking from Mona Smack. She was able to just keep her poise, keep on the inside line. Dreadful didn't see that, so she continued on and thought that Mona had stepped out, but she hadn't, so cut track penalty. Another power jam to Mackay.
And Warm Alone has just finished her initial pass.
She is not lead jammer. Hands off the panty. So that's gone to Tequila by the looks. Yep.
Lady who was not a stranger to the jammer panty at all.
And certainly no stranger to danger. She is just still wending her way through. Meanwhile, Dreadful's come back on and just zipped through. Looks like Mackay were too busy focusing on getting their jammer through rather than worrying about where the Rum City jammer was. So she's coming back through for a scoring pass. And Tequila is also at the back, but she's just wending her way through the outside. One more blocker, and she's got herself a 5-point pass. Very messy pack in the middle there. A lot of shoulders getting thrown around.
Not a nice, slow defensive pack. Very reminiscent of the last game with Sun State and Reef City.
And that is another cut track penalty to Dreadful. So that is 3 penalties in not very many jams. So already Rum City, one of their star jammers, in a bit of penalty trouble already.
Yeah, not even halfway through this first half, and she is.
I'm going to say already about 3 more times.
Yeah.
We've got Tiny Temper, who's going to be starting off with the power start from Mackay City. Very easily through. She's a little pocket rocket by the looks of it. Just put a shoulder through, ducked down underneath the blockers, and went straight through.
And just around that outside line, very nicely done.
Looks like Mackay are, I didn't know much about Mackay before coming in here, so wonder if they're going to make a claim for the Division 2 championship already. They look the goods.
It's very interesting. Like, you see such a remote town like Mackay, like their closest leagues are like Rockhampton, Townsville.
Yep.
That's all still like 4 hours drive away. Whereas you get in South East Queensland, we're quite lucky. We have so many leagues around us, so we get to learn a lot from other leagues.
Yeah, so
we have something like 9 leagues within an hour-and-a-half radius of Brisbane. Like,
Derby is certainly alive and well in Brisbane town.
Yeah, but it's really good to see that Mackay have come this good from being from such a remote place.
I guess that also gives them a chance to draw on a lot of talent as well. Oh, big apex jump!
But she put a foot on the inside line and is out for a cut track.
Oh, mate, if she pulled that off, that would have just set the crowd alight. Instead, she's just going to have to sit down. So that was Mona Smacks We've mentioned her already once. So she can block and she can also jam.
And it looks like we have a stop pass, and D block is the new jammer.
And she's just flashed the score bench. That's one way to make your presence known.
Yeah, I guess.
I think the idea is to get the scorers to notice the... oh, she's done it again. Okay, it's a family-friendly event, we'd just like to add.
Yeah, there are children present.
D block is certainly got a signature move, shall we say?
Bit of... I don't know.
Mona Smacks and D block just sizing each other up at the moment. Jammer on jammer action. D block, of course, a fantastic blocker. She just absolutely copped one there.
Oh, during a no pack.
That was Rumpelstiltskin who just laid that one down, so she's off.
Yeah, blocked during a no pack, which got her a blocking out of play penalty.
She did the universal gesture of what? Me?
Yeah.
As she sat down there, but yep, it was you, honey. D-Block sucking down some big breaths. Oh, nice little outside-inside move to get past. And she collapses on the track. It's a bit early in the first half for that. We're about halfway through the first half. At the moment, the score is 58 points to Mackay, 26 to Rum City.
So Rum City have definitely brought the Thunder back, putting a few more points on the board. And now we have an official timeout. Rorschach calling his refs in. Just, I have no idea. But I think it's a great opportunity to thank our sponsor, Extreme Skates, who do have an online store you can go visit. www.extremeskates.com.au.
That's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it? A bit obvious.
Yeah, their website. They do free shipping Australia-wide, so
nice.
If you're like me, you live in Brisbane, they're shopping in Brisbane, and you're too lazy, just do it online. Or you can just do it online anywhere, and yeah, they will deliver free of charge. So very nice.
We're certainly grateful to them for sponsoring us throughout the tournament, and also grateful to you for tuning in. Apparently there are people tuning in, so thanks for coming in. Having a watch online. Hopefully the stream is sorting itself out, but at least you're able to have a listen and enjoy listening to the Derby today. Officials getting back into position. Just a couple still having a chat there in the middle.
Looks like Sharky is having a word with the bench, with the Rum City bench.
Sledgermite coming off as the jammer, so looks like they're going to stick D-Block back on.
So it looks like D-Block will be sitting in the bin as a jammer.
Ah, so that was probably what that was about. She probably got assessed a penalty at the end of that jam, so she has to sit down. So it's going to be a power start to Mackay. O'Doyle Rules stepping up to the plate, going to take a swing at it.
And Mackay at the pack disadvantage with only 3, but somehow I don't think they're worried.
Let's see. One more to go past. No pack is called, so O'Doyle is out and clear as your lead jammer. Mackay blockers doing a number on number 8 there, which is Eraser. Eraser was reserved for the last bout, so it's nice to see that she's getting a chance to come out and skate, show what she can do.
And O'Doyle, not quite icing the Rum City jammer, but putting 5 more points on the board. And we're just over 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this first half.
Big Booty stepping up for Mackay, and Wicked Willow for Rum City. Everyone is poised, everyone is coiled like a spring. Whistle blows, and immediately Big Booty is just trying to get through, but it's Wicked Willow that's going to come up with the goods. She did a nice outside-inside move, able to split the pack, and she's through as lead jammer. Big Booty is also through. Willow just occupying the outside line. Really put her speed skates on.
She's just been a little bit too quick for people.
Be interesting to see if they did a speed skate challenge or something. I reckon I put some money on Wicked Willow to come up with the goods. She is an absolute rocket.
Yeah, there's been a few speed skaters. The dead giveaway is they don't use toe stops. They used to be a speed skater.
It's going to be fun coming into the penalty area.
You got other methods. You got hockey stops, you got T stops, you got plows, you got your knees.
We have O'Doyle rules and we have Sledgemite.
Oh, O'Doyle rules going off for a cut track penalty at the front there. Rum City just being a little sneaky there, making a yield back, but she did not see.
Sledgemite getting absolutely clunkered up there at the front. It's that girl Mona, and it's also, where are we? I want a number, Helen Killer, who's also been doing some fantastic blocking up there for Mackay, and she's been assessed a penalty, so Sledgemite probably feeling a little bit bruised as she came around there for her scoring pass. She's going to get 5 points. Nice little tiptoe around the outside. Avoids the hit by Rump of Steel Skin, so another 5-point pass.
And O'Doyle Rule comes for her initial pass. But it looks like Rum City is going to keep going. O'Doyle with the 1, 2, 3, maybe. Just 2.
Yep, 2 sneaky points to Mackay, none to Rum City. So good idea, but it's a 10-point to 2 jam. So the league getting clawed back. It's 25 points at the moment, 65 to Mackay. Rum City on 40. We are at about 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. We have George coming up to the line.
And Miss Big Booty for the Mackay City Rollers. Ooh.
George, little leap over the fallen defence and forced off the inside. She's going to have to recycle.
And Big Booty is the lead jammer.
2 Rum City players being sent off as well, so all the balls are in Mackay's court right now. Beautiful little step through on the inside. Blockers for Mackay opening things up, so no molestation of Big Booty as she came around, cleans up 4 points, calls it off. Dreadful's back on the track with Rump of Steel Skin. Rump of Steel Skin very aware of Dreadful's appearance, getting the butt poised to push her in, and Mackay doing the same thing. So already, just before the whistle even blew, Dreadful up against it. Rump of Steel Skin comes through as your lead jammer.
But Dreadful is not too far behind. Plays it safe, calls it off.
Well, they're lurking in the background. It's only a 29-point lead. That's certainly enough to be within striking distance. A couple of decent jams. So it's actually very sensible play on behalf of Mackay. Playing it safe. They just need the W. That's really what it's all about in these pool rounds. Get through to the next round, as it were. Yes.
We have
language. I'll learn to English at some point, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have Tiny Templar for the Mackay Rollers, and she is up against George.
Yes. George has been recycled. Tiny Templar got 1 more to get through, and she does.
Gets the out of play and is the lead jammer.
Meanwhile, the Mackay defence is eating the baby. George is being sucked back into that pack. She's still got at least 2, 3, 4 defence. My gosh, beautiful hit from the captain there. That was Tequila Slamber there, laying a big block on George. Meanwhile, Tiny Templar is through. 5-point pass. Out of play block being assessed against 6-1-1. That's Helen Killer, so she's going to have to sit down for Mackay. Both pivots in the box at the moment. Very clear calling from the refs.
Yeah, very, very clear with their instructions. You got Rorschach, who has just come back from reffing champs in the States.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's a great opportunity as well. We've got refs who've come up from Victoria, New South Wales, South Australia.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity for all the referees here and non-skating officials to learn from each other and to get some more experience reffing some top-notch teams.
Yeah, the refs have been amazing over all of today and last night too.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention the skaters. The commentators have done okay. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Commentators are going to rock the after party, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that's what we do best.
Big Booty and Wicked Willow stepping up to the line. We're going old school. Pivot line start for Rum City.
Wicked Widow just coming an absolute blocking from Bonus Max.
Yep. She skated right into the back, and she's been winded, I'd say. That she's just clutching her stomach there, so I'd say that she just hit that wall like it was a brick wall and had the stuffing knocked out of her. Skaters are being asked to clear the track at the moment, and yeah, Big Booty not looking too chipper right now. St. John's are just having a chat with her, but she's breathing still sucking down breaths.
So that's always a good sign.
It is a good sign, but hopefully she didn't do any major damage to herself, just had the stuffer knocked out of her. Ref's taking a knee in the middle, just having a chat. It's always a good opportunity just to make sure that they are all over everything. We don't like skaters getting hurt.
No. Well, the ref's major job is safety. You think it's to hassle you and tell you to get off the track because you've been naughty things that they think they see. But no, their actual job is to keep you safe. If there was no refs or officials, it would just be absolute chaos. So a big thank you to all our refs and officials.
Absolutely. We don't need weaponry.
No. Although
that's a different kind of derby.
Although you could sneak it on because they don't technically do gear checks anymore before games.
Technically they don't, but I suspect if you whipped out something, you get an equipment violation or something like that.
I think you'd be expelled. Just get out.
Are you sure? And the cops will be called. Big Booty is still lying down on the track. She's just getting a little bit of a massage there from one of the St. John's staff, just making sure that everything is still in the right place. Her right arm is just crossed over her chest at the moment, so maybe they're just making sure that she hasn't actually done herself anything too major. But I think the other St. John's is just checking her ribs. And they're just asking a few questions. But yeah, she just hit that wall like a sack of potatoes and went down. Just took herself off to the side of the track and sat down and just went, nah, I did something. Would like to just say thanks to Video Bob, who's been working really, really hard here today. We've been up against it in terms of our internet connection, so that's why perhaps the stream hasn't been as good as we'd like it to be.
We are streaming live from Morayfield, if that gives you any indication. Internet connection.
No, it's supposed to be all right. They did a tournament before where it was better, but we have been up against it in terms of our connection. Apparently there has been some maintenance, quote unquote, on the network.
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to jump on, and probably a bit of congestion. So we're trying to put the streaming video out as best as we can, and we certainly are grateful that you've stuck with us throughout today, despite the jittery video or just the audio only at times.
Just looking at the comments, yes, D Block is skating for Rum City.
So yeah, we are still getting some delays on the feed. So once again, thanks for sticking with us. At the moment, the score is 79 points for Mackay and 44 for Rum City.
Yeah.
Of course, being an official's timeout, they can take as long as they like and just make sure that Tequila is okay. They're just checking a couple of points there. They're just seeing if she can roll, and they're just going to slowly lift her up. So she's sitting at the moment, just resting on her left arm, and with one of the St. John's just holding her there. We are certainly very grateful to the St. John's volunteers who have given their time up for us this long weekend. Sorry about the dead air, but we're just going to talk and talk about, hey, look at that.
So what do you think of the Derby things?
I like it. I reckon it's alright. It's alright, yeah. Like a Derby.
I like it when the girl hits the other girl and she falls down.
I like it when they skate around and they score stuff. It's good. We just suddenly become Southern Hicks. Yay!
It's like, okay, let's go with the bad jokes. How do you outrun a Derby girl?
How do you outrun a Derby girl?
You turn right.
Oh dear. All right, looks like Big Booty is getting up on her skates. Gingerly. Getting a round of applause from the crowd. And she's just going to get carried back.
So her skates are still on, so I think nothing too major.
Now she's definitely looking a bit dazed and confused, but she's going to sit down and get some attention from the St. John's. Oh, she is very ginger.
And Rorschach has given the whistle, so it looks like we will be getting ready to go again.
Yes, indeed. We'll keep you up to date with what's happening with Big Booty. But yeah, we'll just let the St. John's do their thing, but she looks okay. She's still in one piece, so that's a good start.
And Adora Rules has come out and is the lead jammer. Dreadful is not very far behind her.
She is not the lead jammer.
Adora looking for a quick grab of points.
Yep, very efficient.
Gets 3 and calls it off.
Yep, very efficient Derby there. Mackay Block is just pushing the Rum City wall to one side and getting through for an easy 3. 82, place 44. We are at about 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Time for one more jam. Sledgehamite and the oldie a lump of steel skin. Both jammers getting slayed in the pack there, but it's Sledgehamite that gets through.
Very, very happy about that.
Rumpelstiltskin has just made her way through. So scoring passes coming up. Rumpelstiltskin going inside outside, calls it off before Rumpelstiltskin can get any points. So she should pick up a couple, which she does. Yeah. So that will be it for the first half.
And we are at 82 for Mackay City Rollers and 46 to Rum City Derby Dolls.
Certainly an action-packed first half. A lot of big hits going on. Mackay City certainly seem to have the goods when it comes to blocking and jamming over Rum City, but you're never going to keep a good Rum City girl down. So could be a very exciting second half. There's still not a lot in it. It's quite a low-scoring match so far.
So we'll be back in 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
We are back for the second half, about to get underway. Just had a quick chat with the St. John's. Big Booty is okay. She's still being assessed, but the St. John's people said that it's nothing serious. So that's a bit of good news for us as we start the second half. Going to have Rumpelstiltskin and the Dreadful. So already a beautiful little rivalry going on here between these two skaters. And that's the whistle.
Mackay with a very, very locked down back wall there. Doing very nicely to hold back Dreadful. But it looks like we have one less blocker. But Dreadful is through for her initial pass. Rumpelstiltskin is looking for some points. No! Dreadful is actually lead jammer.
Well, wonder what's going on there.
I have no idea what the hell just happened. That was very odd.
Sharky's on it, so if he doesn't change anything, then it must have been exactly the way that it should have been, and we are just blind as bats. Speaking for myself, of course. We have Sledgy Mite, and Sledgy Mite is up against O'Doyle Rules, so another rivalry from the first half being renewed here. And Sledgy Mite just absolutely caned O'Doyle on the way through. O'Doyle is at the back, and Sledgy Mite, just got pushed on the outside there. But the blocker also stepped outside, so no pack is called. Sledgy Mite is through as the lead jammer.
O'Doyle still having a bit of an issue getting through that pack, but gets on through and has finished her initial pass as well.
Nice block there from Rumbelby on the way through. Certainly helped to delay things there. So Rum City picks up the points. Nice start for them. 50 plays against 84, 30-point lead. 34-point lead, I should say. Derby math. Yay, winning. Not winning. George and Rumpelstiltskin indulging in a little bit of butt play there. So like using Rumpelstiltskin's backside as a drum there for a moment by George. Obviously they know each other.
I'm going to guess, yeah.
I would hope so.
Well, that would be very, very awkward.
That's very friendly otherwise.
But Rumpelstiltskin is through and is the lead to Shama. George trying to come around that outside line. Getting smacked down upon by the Mackay blockers there. And Rumpelstiltskin came up against one blocker who was very much out of play.
Four points to Mackay, none to Rum City. So 38 points now lead. 88 plays 50. We have O'Doyle and Wicked Widow. Refs are at the ready. Jam timer's ready to go. Whistle's about to blow. And there we go. Both jammers trying to get through the middle there, looking for a way through outside. O'Doyle is out the front. She is lead jammer, worked her way through the middle and opened up a way through outside. Wicked Widow, on the other hand,
having a hard time trying to get around that outside line.
Yeah, she's getting bounced around like a pinball in there. And cutting on the jammer. And 2 penalties being assessed against the jammer there. So a full minute to Rum City. Wicked Widow is through, and she is just going to see how many scoring passes she can get in a minute. And it's bad news.
Which is just putting that foot on the outside.
If Wicked Widow gets those speed skates on like she does, it's a good opportunity for Rum City. Now it's a 10-point jam. She comes again. Rum City blockers doing a great job. And Wicked Willow really only had one opponent, but she's clipped the inside, so she's been assessed the cutting penalty. She's going to come off, and O'Doyle is going to come back on. Here we go. O'Doyle being pushed all the way back and has 4 highly aggressive, highly attuned Rum City players to get past.
But gets through nonetheless.
Scoring pass coming up for Mackay. And that's the full 2 minutes gone. So 10 points to Rum City on that jam and 8 to Mackay. 14, I should say, to Rum City and 8 to Mackay. Score is currently 96, plays 64. Now Wickerwillow is still in the box. She's standing up, but Rumpelstiltskin is going to be starting off in the power start for Mackay. There she goes. Mackay blockers taking a step back. They are going to make it as hard as possible for Wickerwillow, except that they didn't even notice her coming back on. A little bit of a tap on the shoulder from the Mackay blockers and a bit of a smile like, you didn't see that. Nope. Did you? Nope. Wickerwillow, like a thief in the night, comes through. Still doesn't get any points, but no one did on that one. Meanwhile, Sledgy Mite and Tiny Temper have come out. Whistle blows and they're off. Tiny Temper just went straight around the outside. She is your lead jammer. Hardly even troubled by the blockers for Rum City. Rum City, meanwhile, trying to find a way to help their jammer through. Sledgy Mite finally gets away through, but Tiny Temper trying to work the outside, pushed out. And
but having very good eyes to see who pushed her out. Comes in front.
4 more points to Mackay. They've just broken through 100. So it's 100 versus 64 at the moment. They're maintaining this lead. Rum City certainly doing their level best to get back into the game. O'Doyle rules and Dreadful again. Got two good blockers, Rumpelstiltskin and D-Block, also lined up against each other as well. Was hoping for a bit of blocker on blocker action. Didn't happen. But those two against each other in a fair fight would be fun to watch. O'Doyle, meanwhile, is through. Lead jammer. Dreadful, meanwhile, is being forced around inside. She's got 2 blockers on her at the moment. Forearm penalty on Helen Killer, so she's going to have to sit down. Meanwhile, O'Doyle picks up 4 more points, calls off the jam. Tequila is on. Yep, go on.
Yeah, Tequila Sam back on with Dreadful?
Yeah, it's George.
George.
George, simple name, but a very complex character.
And Mackay with the pack disadvantage with one of their blockers in the bin.
Here we go. George just trying to whip her way around the outside. She's got absolutely pinballed around there. She's maintaining a position in the track. Meanwhile, Tequila is also just got 1 more to get past, and she does. So she's your lead jammer. Oh, jeez Louise. George getting absolutely pounded there. That is 2-7 doing the damage. Madam Mayhem for Mackay. She's just
stamping her out.
Yeah, she's just owning George right now. Meanwhile, Jammer coming in for Mackay. And it's actually a full bench of penalty-ridden folk for Mackay. So power jam to George. Just launches herself in the middle of the wall. She's got 1 more to get past. And she's going to make it. Make it, maybe. Come on, George.
George not having much one of her own teammates tripping her up.
Oh, mate, there's a lot of muscle going in down there.
God.
A lot of energy. Meanwhile, Tequila's back on track. She picks up a 5-point pass. Poor old George got eaten by that baby big time there. The Mackay defense able to reel her back in. And she's going to be called for the cut track. So George putting in all the effort and none of the reward on that jam. Tequila Slammer, meanwhile, a few more points. 4 more by the looks. She's definitely sucking down some big breaths as she comes off there. Timeout has been called by Rum City. Don't forget, guys, if you are in the area, come down to Moray Field, the Indoor Action Centre. A lot of derby to come. This is only the first day of Tropicarnage. Tomorrow and Monday, the action continues.
All long weekend long. What is Monday's?
It's Saturday.
No, like Monday. It's like Labor Day or something.
It is Labor Day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's Derby Day.
Something happened and we get another day off. Woo!
Yay. Certainly the weather has been absolutely wonderful up here in Queensland so far for us who've been visiting. Thank you very much to everyone here for putting on the beautiful weather for us. It's been lovely. It's great to walk around in the evening and not need a jumper.
Oh yeah, I just come back from Melbourne. Holy, that was cold. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, coming over from Adelaide, we've just sort of entered our period where it doesn't quite know what season it is, but we've had a few warm days, which has been lovely. But it's certainly nice just to have a sheet on the bed at night and just wear shorts during the day and not have to worry. It's awesome. We've got a power start to Mackay, Rumpelstiltskin, but it's an official review, an official timeout. So before the jam even got underway, it looks like one of the NSOs has come out. Looks like it's the Wrangler there, so looks like she just wants to make sure everything is okay. Well, my name is Pants. We've got a request for who the announcers are.
And my name is Grinner, or Blacktooth Grinner.
So, Mishitax, we are very grateful for the question. We're happy to provide you with the answer.
Feel free to call in with all of your questions. We will do our best to answer them.
Looks like Big Booty is still in the first aid area, but she does have a smile on her face, and she's taking a drink of water there, so I dare say she's just knocked around. But if she's smiling, then that's good news for everybody. Meanwhile, Rumpelstiltskin, power start, and absolutely getting chested by big old D block there. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Derby. D block got called a penalty though, but
not too sure what the penalty was.
It's probably a failure to reform or something like that. Often when the pack gets stretched out like that, it's some sort of pack penalty. Another failure to reform penalties getting called, this time on 2-7. That's Madam Mayhem for the Mackay girls. So once again, the referees, eyes like hawks on the action. And we certainly hope you're enjoying watching the Derby today.
Rumpelstiltskin just coming up against a very big wall of Rum City, but seems to be enjoying herself at the same time.
Oh, hits the deck though, and gets called a forearm penalty. So it looks like she dragged down the Rum City blocker there. So she's going to sit down. Power jam to Rum City, and it's that girl George. she seemed to give a little bow to the crowd as she went past there, acknowledging the applause.
Mackay taking advantage of that offense coming up, speeding up the pack. But George is getting through that inside line. Mona Smack's trying to chase her down. Just not getting there in time. But we have Rumpelstiltskin is back on track.
Yeah, we're back to 5 on 5. Just in time for the end of the jam there, 4-3. There's 7 minutes left to go. The score is currently 127 versus 76. Wicked Willow and Tequila Slammer going to line up. Empty penalty area, 5 on 5. Jam timer blows her whistle. Wicked Willow trying to find a way through the inside. Slammer looking for the outside line. And Wicked Willow is through. Slammer is also through, but she's got about half a lap to catch up on Wicked Willow. So great opportunity for Rum City to squeeze through, get a few points. Great job there by Mackay. And it's going to be 3 points apiece.
Tequila Slammer very happy with her efforts there. She comes off track.
She really put the pedal down on that, so well done to her.
And we have Executioner, a lady I've not seen on the jammer line so far, and she's up against Dreadful.
Great to see Mackay going to mix it up a bit. And why not? They've got a handy lead. They've got about 5.5 minutes left to go in the game, so a chance to give your B jammers a chance to get rough and tumbled and game ready for the rest of the tournament.
Oh, and it looks like Mona Smacks is off for a blocking out of play penalty.
Meanwhile, Executioner is through. She calls it. And 3 sneaky points for Rum City. So nice little bit of move for them. 134. Currently playing 82 points. So 52 points in it at the moment. We're under 5 minutes left to go in the match.
And it looks like we have O'Doyle rules. And she's going to get Sledgemite. With just under 5 minutes left to go. Mackay is on 134. Rum City is on 82.
Sledgemite looking to try to get the outside line, but it is O'Doyle who's picked up lead jammer. She's just waiting for Sledgemite at the moment. Tried to force her off on the inside.
Oh no.
Didn't work. And that is a cut track penalty to Sledgemite, just as the jam was getting called off. So that's bad news for Rum City. They're going to start with Sledgemite in the box. Bring on the captain. That's Tequila Slammer for Mackay. So she gets a 30-second power start to do what she wants to do. Whistle blows. Here we go. Run straight into hard arsenal on the Rum City. So blockers doing the job, but it's 6-8 who gets pinged the penalty. That's Flossie Tumbles for Rum City, so she's going to have to sit down. That frees up Tequila Slammer.
And Mackay with a bit of offense on that outside line from Madam Mayhem. Very nicely done.
Calls it off. So Sledgemite standing.
And just seems to have just finished a penalty.
Just finished a penalty. So we're back to 2 jammers on. Wicked Willow and Rump of Steelskin. Rum City with 1 in the box, so they start without their pivot. Full 4 blockers on for Mackay.
And Rumpelstiltskin trying to push the whole pack inside.
Oh, big specky crash. Rumpelstiltskin absolutely face planting Dreadful there.
But it seems to have paid off, and she is the lead jammer. Oh, Wicked Widow getting a cut track.
Such a shame to see that when Rum City are trying so hard to claw back this lead, and they just can't seem to catch a break with the jammer penalties just lining up one after the other.
And it does look well and truly like Mackay do have it in the bag with just over 2 minutes left to go.
Yep, 61 points. I'd say that it's unlikely.
I would be very surprised.
You're never going to rule anything out in turn. Rumpelstiltskin calls it off, another 5 points to Mackay, so they bump that lead through. That's now going to be a very handy 67 points. 149 plays 82 at the moment. Derby math, my friends, derby math.
It fails us all.
We've got Mona lining up for Mackay, so that's great. I think she hasn't jammed yet. Certainly been a very capable blocker and a very nice jammer as well. A lot of inside outside, a lot of tiptoeing.
Nice Mona Smacks and Wicked Widow.
Yep.
Neck and neck. It looks like Mona Smacks has decided to call it off. So no points scored for anybody in that one.
Very fast movement though, so Mona Smacks able to stay ahead of Wicked Willow, and that's no mean feat.
No. And it looks like we have 45 seconds left to go in this last half, so fair to say this will be our last jam.
I would say so. We certainly say that it's been a very exciting bout, even though the scoreline's a little bit blown out at the moment. It's been certainly very exciting as jam play's gone, so we do appreciate you taking the time to join us today. We have Sledgermite, and Sledgermite is taking on the power of Poison Viney. She's doing her first jam. Poison Viney just being held up very nicely by the Rum City blockers. Sledgermite taking the inside line, little hop, skip and jump, and she's through for a 5-point pass. Minute and a half left in this jam. See how many points she can claw back here for Rum City. So a bit of a train going on. Sledgermite making very good use of Sweet Pea, trying to open up a way, but nope, it's a train wreck instead. Everyone's hit the track. and Viney's also hit the track.
Everybody laying with their bodies on the line.
That is going to be another point pass. 4 points, 4 points to Sledgermite. Looks like Rum City want to get a triple figures. They want to be able to say, now we got 100 points here. And why the hell not? You've done very well today, Rum City. I hope your Rum City fans have enjoyed watching you on the feed today. Another 4 points, so 95 points at the moment for Rum City.
And 153 to Mackay. Just got to wait on our jam refs to check the score. But
they're happy.
They're happy with that, so that is it. 153 to the Mackay and 95 to Rum City Derby Dolls.
So thank you very much for joining us today. They're doing a quick changeover on the track. Next bout is going to be Northern Rivers Roller Derby taking on Rocky Roller Derby. So
Rockhampton, who I think are making their debut in the Tropicarnage tournament. Northern Rivers, no strangers to Tropicarnage at all, from out that Northern New South Wales team.
Awesome.
So yeah, it should be very interesting.
Excellent stuff. Well, my name is Pants.
And my name is Grinner, and we will catch you later.